So students, as you all know that we are studying the transfer of heat. Okay, we all know heat is a form of energy. Yes, and temperature is the measure of degree of coldness and hotness, and we can use thermometer to measure any temperature. These all things we have already covered. In the last class, children, we talked about the transfer of heat through conduction method. Yes, we all know that heat can transfer through conduction, convection and radiation. Let's see convection method in today's class. Now children, you all might be very familiar with this situation when if you burn anything in a burner, for example, this is the burner. Suppose this is the burner, and if you use any utensil or any pan above it, so after some time that pan, also the handle gets heated up. Why? Because the heat is transferred from the pan to the handle through the process of conduction. That is, conduction is the transfer of heat in solids. Now, we all know that water is the poor conductor of heat. Air is the poor conductor of heat. So, how come we are able to boil the water? You might have seen that when you put the cold water on the burner, after some time the complete vessel heated up. The complete vessel, the water inside the vessel starts boiling. Now what causes this boiling? How the heat is evenly transferred into the water. Now that is where the convection process comes. Okay, so convection is a process of transfer of heat in water. Now this process is very different from the conduction. Let's see this. For example, children, you have this water. Can you see this water? So suppose this is the beaker having water inside it, and if you heat the base of the pan by using burner or anything, so what will happen? After some time, first of all, the water which is very close to the burner will start heating up. Okay, it will heat up, and once it will heat up, it will start raising up, because when it is heated up, it becomes lighter, so it will rise up. So meanwhile, the cold water which is there above surface will come from the sides, and it will take its place, and it will again take the heat from this burner and will become heat up, and it will rise. Okay, then again the water from that surface, it will come down like this, and this cycle goes on till the time the water is equally heated. The water is equally heated. So this heat is caused, the water boils up due to the reason because these particles are absorbing these heats. That is what you will study in higher classes. So this cycle is called as the convection current. Okay, so it happens in the same way also. If you take this water, you can do this experiment by using colored water. So if you take any colored water, heat it up. So you will notice first of all the water which is here, the water which is very close to the flame here, it will start heating up and it will rise above. Okay, so when it will rise above, the space will be empty here. So what will happen, the water which is there at the surface will take its place and it will start heating up. So this process is called as convection, and this takes place in liquids as well as in gases. So the transfer of heat in a liquid or a gas is called as convection. When a part of a gas or liquid is heated, the particles it is made up of move up faster and spread out more. The moving particles bump into one another, causing them to move faster and spread out more. Now you can see this example now in winters also. If you burn some, for example, if you might have experienced bonfire. Yes, so if in winters you put your hands above any flame, so you will notice that you feel more heat as compared to the case when you put your hands in the sides. Yes, why? Because the air which is present here, it also heats up and it rises upward. So this part is hotter than the side air. Okay, I repeat. For example, how convection in air occurs. Suppose this is a candle. If you put your hand above this candle, okay, if you put your hand above of this candle, you will feel more hot, you will feel more heat as compared to the case when you put your hands in the sideways. Now can you tell the reason why? Because above the candle there is the air which heats up and rises upward, and the air which is in sideways comes here, and then it starts heating up, and this process goes on forever. Okay, so this is the process of convection. So what is convection? Convection is the process by which heat is transferred in liquids and gases from the hotter part to the colder part. If this topic is clear to you, then that's very good. If there is any doubt, you can ask your doubt in the comment section, or you can ask me personally through messages. Now here, now the same process occurs in coastal areas. Now you might have seen in coastal areas there is very chilled air. Okay, especially in coastal areas. Okay, so during the same convection process also happens there. Okay, so now you might be surprised to know that the land heats up faster. Land heats up faster as compared to the sea, or we can say as compared to the water. Yes, because conduction is faster. Because land is comparatively solid, so it gets heats up by conduction, and sea water gets heats up by convection. So when suppose this is the land, I hope you can see it. This is the land and this is the sea. So during the day, the land gets heated faster than the sea. So the air above the land, so the air is everywhere. So the air above the land gets heated and become hotter, and it will rise up. Okay, and the cool air from the sea will take its place. Okay, then again the air will heat up, it will rise up. The cool air from the sea will take its place, and this process go on. That's the reason why you feel the cool air, or you can feel the very soft breeze in the coastal areas, because this air from the sea takes this place. Okay, so this is called as sea breeze. Now during the night what happens? The sea cools down slowly than the land, so the hot air above the sea. Now all the hot air was above the sea in the daytime, so that hot air above the sea rises up, and cool air from the land moves towards the sea. This is called land breeze. You can see here this cycle goes on. Now the air moves from the sea during the day. Okay, in the day the air from the sea moves towards the sea. This is called as sea breeze. Now air moves from the land at night. In the night the air from the land goes to the sea. This is called as land breeze. In the day the air from the sea moves towards the land. This is called as sea breeze. Okay, so now I hope children it is clear to you. In the next class we are going to talk about radiation. Okay, this is the another way of transfer of heat in vacuum. We will study about this the next class. Have a nice day.